Hi friends, in this lecture we will be studying working with artboards. So the first thing which we will do is we will open the file which we had created in the last lecture. So we go into the exercise files folder on our desktop, and in section 2 lecture 1 there is a file called as mobile phone. We'll open that file. This was the file which we have created in the last lecture. So this white background which you are seeing is called as a artboard. In case you want to create a new artboard or you want to move this artboard, the simplest technique is clicking on the artboard icon which is over here from the toolbar. When you click on this icon, you will see that your artboard gets selected. It will also show you in the top left corner the number of the artboard and the name of the artboard. You can click anywhere on the artboard and you can move the artboard up, down, left or right. And when you are happy with the moment, just click anywhere else and your artboard gets moved to the new location. If you have noticed it, then you might have found that as you are moving the artboard, the illustration of the mobile phone also moves along with it. And all this happens because of this icon over here. Move copy artwork with the artboard. If that icon is disabled, and then if you move the artboard, then only the artboard will move, the illustration remains there itself. I will undo it. So always ensure that this icon move copy artwork with the artboard is always selected. Now if on the right side I want to make a new artboard, so I will click on the artboard icon and I'll click over here and I can drag and make a new artboard. So you can see that a new artboard has been created. That artboard has been given the name as artboard number 2. Okay, and the name is artboard 2. Now also you have to remember that in one particular file in Illustrator you can create multiple artboards, and the idea behind creating multiple artboards is that all the branding elements can be saved in one particular file, like the company logo or the company flyer, the visiting card, the brochure, the newsletter. All the branding elements of the company or of the client can be saved in one location. Now, it is also a good to know information that in one file in Illustrator you can create up to a maximum of 99 artboards. Now what we'll do, we'll open a second file. So I'll click on the file, I'll click on open, and I'll go into the exercise files folder, and over there in section 2 lecture 2 we have a folder called as working with artboards. In that there is a file called as mobile artboards. I will open that file. So if you notice in this file there are three artboards. It is the same mobile phone which we have drawn in the earlier lecture, but I have duplicated it two more times. So total three mobile phones, and I have colored them. I'll be showing you all these techniques of how to color them, etc. in a future lecture. Now, after you have noticed this, the next thing which you have to understand is how to export the artboards. So if you want to export these artboards, you have to click on File and select Export. Now in Export you have to select Export As. In Export As you can select any of the extension. We will select the extension as JPEG. Then specify the location. So I specify the location should be exercise files, and then it asks me what you want to export. So I'll say use the artboards. Then it is asking me, do you want to use all the artboards or artboards in a range? So if I select range and if I say 1, 3, then it will print only the first and the third artboard. If I want to print only the third artboard, I will say 3. If I want to print only the first artboard, I will say 1. If I want to print all artboards, I will select all. So in this example, I am selecting all and I am saying export. Now it will ask you the color mode, the quality of the file, okay, and then you can select OK. So all the three artboards have got exported into your exercise files folder. So let us go into the exercise files folder on our desktop. This is the exercise files folder on my desktop, and you can see the three artboards are present over here. You can just click on view and you can say extra large icons or large icons, and you can see the three artboards have got exported over here. So I'll come back to my Illustrator. So you have also understood how to export the file. Now we will see how to duplicate a artboard. So I'll go on the right side using my horizontal scroll bar. I'll click on the artboard toolbar, and then I'll keep the Alt key pressed from my keyboard and click on the artboard and then just drag it to the right. So you can see the artboard has got duplicated, and not only it has got duplicated, but the artwork inside that has also got duplicated. At any point of time, if I want to delete any artboard, just select the artboard and press the delete key from the keyboard, and the artboard gets deleted. If you want to delete the graphic as well, click on the graphic and the graphic will also get deleted. So we have seen how to create a new artboard, how to duplicate a artboard, and even how to delete the artboard. Now let's assume, so if you watch, each of these artboards have a name. This is artboard 1, artboard 2, artboard 3. Let me rename the artboards. So I will rename this artboard. So you can see over here the name is artboard. So I will name it like yellow phone. The artboard number remains the same. I'll click on this. I'll name it as the blue phone. You can see the name gets changed here, and then I rename the last one as green phone. Now let's assume that I interchange their orders. So I move this artboard here and I move this artboard here. So you have seen, although you have interchanged the artboard positions, the number of artboard remains the same. This is artboard 1, this is artboard 2, and this is artboard 3. So what if you want to interchange their numbers? Then in that case, in properties, you have artboard options. Also, you can click on OK just to see the properties. You also get the option to rearrange the artboards. So you can say OK because I am happy with the rearrangements. So when I select the rearrangements, you can see the numbers have now got changed. So this has become number 1, this has become number 2, and this has become number 3. And all this was possible because I selected rearrange all. So where did you get these options? You have to click on artboard and then automatically the artboard properties is displayed, and whichever is the currently selected artboard is displayed here, and over here you get the quick access options like artboard options, and you get details of the currently selected artboard, what is the dimensions of it and what is the orientation, and you also get the facility to delete it if you require. And the last option which you get is rearrange all. In this rearrange all, you can specify how you want to arrange it, that is left to right and bottom, or top to bottom and then up, or just right or just bottom, and how many columns you want and what is the spacing, and move the artboard with the artwork with the artboard. So all these things you can specify over here, and then you can click on OK. Now let us move to our earlier mobile phone. Now this is my artboard. If I want to change the dimensions of this artboard, so there are two ways. First way is I can click on these presets and I can select a dimension from here. And the second way I can do is over here I can specify the height and the width. So suppose I specify I want 500 points width and 500 points height. So my artboard gets changed to that new dimensions. So I have shown you that how you can even change the presets and change the size of the artboard. There is one more way of creating artboards, and that is if you click on file and select new, and in new when you click on more settings, it will ask you number of artboards. So suppose I say I want 6 artboards and I want them in this order, and I want in columns 3, and I want the dimension of each as 500 points by 500 points, and then I click on create document. So it will instantly create 6 artboards of the dimensions which I have specified, and the numbering also you will see it will be basis the type of ordering which we have selected. So friends, hope you have understood the topic of artboards, how to create them and use them. So with this we end this lecture. We'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.